There is some very specific things I am looking for right now in the Bitcoin charts to convince me that we are breaking the downtrend and going into a more bullish trend. Today, guys, I'm going to talk you through exactly what I am looking for in the charts and what I'm going to do personally, my next trade. I'm also going to give you everything you need to know, everything that's going on in the crypto markets right now, painting a very clear picture about what's going on here under the curtains, or behind the curtains, I should say. So very important stuff, both when it comes to crypto and traditional markets, which is also, of course, affecting the crypto prices over time. So make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it, guys. And what we can see is that since having this pullback, we have had a bounce, and right now we are struggling with getting above the orange box. You can see we've been rejected 4 times so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And this candle is actually, as I'm recording this video, trying to break through this point. So we will see if we manage to break through this, guys. But overall, we are still in this kind of bearish downtrend on the shorter and the mid time frames, where we are going down and we are struggling with getting above the key levels we need to get above in order to break the downtrend. So the first thing, obviously, it's very clearly this one right here. So this is the first thing we need to break through. But even breaking through this is not really going to make a big impact. Well, on the very short time frames, like the hourly, yes. But on something like the 4 hourly, you can see it still very clearly that we are still in this downtrend. So even if we break through that, we still need to break through this trend line I was showing you. And then we have the $57,500 orange box up here, which we need to break through in order to really establish a higher high here on the 4 hourly time frame. But really on the daily time frame and the 2-day time frame is when things are more interesting, because on the 2-day time frame you can see that since going down to this lower trend line, we've had this bounce, and now let's see. We need to see a sustained move towards the upside. In general, when you have this downtrend or this pullback and we hit the support level right here, in general we do see a significant bounce. You can see it happened right here. We did see a significant bounce almost up to the top level here. Significant bounce right here, significant bounce right here, even here and here. So in general, and this is also what I was saying when we were going down here, that if we manage to go down all the way down here and see us hit this level, it is usually a very good opportunity to see this bounce. And so far it is playing out pretty well. But there's just so many different levels that we need to break through when it comes to the resistance levels on the way up. So you can see this trend line right here as well. This is currently at 58,600, so I'm waiting for us to break through this one. Also, it's very clear here that we are making lower highs and lower lows. You can see it right here, lower lows. So lower highs, we need to go all the way up to, and this is unfortunate, but this is all the way up at $65,000 really on the daily time frame to take out this level. So we need another $10,000 worth of price performance here to take out this previous high and break the trend of making lower highs on the daily time frame. Not only that, also if you look at the moving averages, the moving averages are currently at $61,000, $62,500, and $63,700. So all of these levels needs to be broken for us to, on the medium to long term, see a, on the medium term, I should say, to see a trend shift from going from a slightly bearish trend to a more bullish trend. Now, if you just zoom out and look at something like the monthly time frame, of course, things are still looking pretty well. And if you just zoom out through Bitcoin's history, well, this only goes to 2020 because this is a chart on Femex, but we all know that Bitcoin over time is looking very, very bullish. But for the moment, on the shorter time frames, we need to be a little bit cautious. And these are the things that I'm watching right now to see that trend reversal. So let's keep our eyes on all of these things, guys. But on the way down, we still have 51,500. That's massive support. Should we drop any lower, then this one is most likely going to act as big support. Why? Because even on this drop right here, we didn't go all the way down. Instead, the bull stepped in right before we got into the orange box. So if we see a pullback, let's say we get a rejection from the $55,000 level here, this orange line, and we start to reverse and start to come down, then this one again is, I think, gonna act as big support and propel us towards the upside as the bulls steps in. So we will see about that, guys, but that is really what I am watching right now. Traditional markets are also seeing a bit of a bounce here, which is all good. Now, if we measure the Bitcoin performance from the cycle low and compare it to previous cycles, you can see that Bitcoin really is performing just as good as it typically does. So you have the different cycles here. You have one of the cycles being here in green. You have one of the cycles being in yellow. And the purple is the current cycle. If you take it from the low, it is performing more or less exactly as Bitcoin typically does. And look at this, guys. This is typically where we start to go up and we start to have a parabolic move towards the upside. So I am still bullish, guys, long-term for Bitcoin. That has never changed. And if anything, I think that these levels are a good opportunity to accumulate if you're going to hold for the foreseeable future. If you're going to accumulate and buy here and then you want to see gains in 1 week and you want to sell in 2 weeks, then maybe that is going to be disappointing for you. But give it long enough time, just like this chart suggests, I think that we're going to be at higher prices eventually. Now, let us talk about what to pay attention to this week. So on Tuesday, you have the US presidential debate, and this is going to have a massive impact on the markets. Also on Wednesday, CPI inflation data for August. Thursday, you have PPI inflation data for August. You have ECB rate decision and press conference and jobless claims for the United States. Now, I want to focus on Tuesday, US presidential debate. Currently, Donald Trump, 52% favored to win against 47. Now, this is going to change after the debate. Whether Donald Trump performs well, this is going to increase, performs bad, then Kamala Harris is going to potentially take the lead again. So this is very, very important because for crypto, if Donald Trump wins, the crypto market is going to see that as a very, very positive thing. So tomorrow, Tuesday, be prepared for volatility. I wanted to talk about Ethereum because Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, so if you measure Ethereum to Bitcoin, we are at a very key point right now, very key support level, which is 4% of a Bitcoin essentially. And we've been bouncing here a couple of times, but it's looking a bit weak here. And this is a key level because it is the last major support level that I have here for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. So this could either be a big bounce from this, meaning Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, or maybe this is going to continue, break down and continue in a maybe even accelerated fashion towards the downside. Now, who has been selling Ethereum? Well, if you look at the Ethereum price, you have it very clearly here. The Ethereum price has been going down while the amount of addresses holding over 10,000 Ethereum has also been going down. So essentially, people who are holding more than 10,000 Ethereum has been selling off their Ethereum. So whales have been selling Ethereum for a pretty long while. The last 2 months or so, the whales have been dumping Ethereum. So that is the reason why we've been going down. Also, we know that Grayscale have been selling Ethereum through the ETFs and such. So I do think that on the balance of probabilities, is this going to bounce here? Are we in a good buying opportunity for Ethereum, or is Ethereum going to die and just bleed and go down? I don't think so. I think that Ethereum is going to stick around. I think that Ethereum is continuing to show that it is the number one blockchain out there, and it is the most adoption. It has the most popularity and everything. So yes, I do think that now could be a good buying opportunity if, just like with Bitcoin, you're going to hold for 1 year. If you're going to hold for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year cycle top, I do think that Ethereum is actually going to do pretty well moving forward. So let's see if I'm going to be right or not with that. Now for some more concerning stuff. So let's look at the broader economy. Actually, before I do that, guys, the best deposit bonuses available out there. You have Bybit up to $30,000 if you use this link right here. You have up to $60,000 on OKX by using this link. You have up to $40,000 on BitGet by using this link. And Avo, decentralized exchange, no KYC, you're able to get a free $300 trade by using this link right here. So make sure to take advantage of that. So now let's continue. So the US personal savings rate have dropped to 2.9% in July, which is its lowest print in 2 years. So people are going broke in the United States. They're having less savings. To put this into perspective, savings rates average about 6% in the 2009 to 2019 period and 11% in the 1980s. On top of high inflation, wage growth has stalled, which has led to record usage of credit cards and low savings rates. So this is a bit concerning because consumers feel like we are in a recession based on this data. Also, if you look at the US interest rate adjusted for core inflation, it is currently at very high levels. And it is, whenever we have had this kind of restrictiveness, it has led into a downturn in the market. It has led into more or less a recession as well. So this is also a bit concerning when it comes to the broader economy. And I do have a key point I want to make here, but I'm going to show you this one as well. So full-time employment has dropped by 1 million workers in August on a year-over-year basis. So if you look at the amount of part-time employment, it has risen by 1 million people. So essentially, people have gone from working full-time to working part-time. So this is also signaling that we could be in a very weak jobs market here, and that we could already be in a recession or on the brink of a recession. Now, the key point I want to make based on all of this data is that this is giving the Fed headache. This means that the Fed needs to act. They need to cut interest rates, and maybe even more aggressively than the market expects, in order to save the economy here, looking at all of this data. So if they do that, that is going to be good for the markets. Lower interest rates is going to mean that Bitcoin is going to go up, crypto is going to go up, assets in general are going to go up. So this is something that we are obviously looking forward to. So guys, that is what I got for you. I went through what I am watching on the charts here, what I am waiting for, and what I need to see. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you guys in the next one.